when you deal with dialectics and rhetoric and the art of persuasion, if you tell me something is not, you're the one that got to come with the evidence that shows that it's not. I lay a fact on the table. My job is not in this dialect to prove that I'm right. You prove me wrong.
That's right.
And they can't.
They can't.
And I know that. Because I can prove that I'm right. I can prove, but they're not worth the effort.
Brother Kaba, how diabolical has white Jesus been to our progression, if any?
Well, the story of Jesus is a wonderful story. In fact, the story of Jesus is the story of black people in America and in the Caribbean.
Yes.
How you say that?
Oh, hey, man, listen to the story itself.
Okay.
The moment the brother was born, the innkeeper told him, you can't have that child in here. You better take him back to the barn. From the moment he had to be born with the cattle, I knew he was black.
Yes.
They say there's no room in the inn for your kind here.
Right. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Of course, I say that in jest because it is not my belief that Jesus ever existed.
Correct.
Yes.
It's a phenomenal metaphor.
Yes.
For the resurrection. Remember Judas and the Messiah.
Yes. Bring it back.
Yes.
Okay, that's the story.
Within. Yes.
You know, and when Jesus, because I grew up Roman Catholic, man, I spoke Latin better than the priest spoke Latin.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, you know, because at that age you young, you know.
I
was a choir boy, altar boy. I want to be a priest, man.
What? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, Dr. Clark took care of that.
Yes, yeah. Thank you, Dr. Clark.
Thank you,
Dr. Clark.
For real.
For sure.
That was it. However, let me say this as I analyze it, because I think this is very important, because in our embrace of Christianity, it became a crutch for us.
Yeah.
If you can imagine what we must have been going through as black people in America and in the Caribbean and around the world by these demonical individuals, that a story of this man, this Jesus the Christ, this individual that was born poor, was chased out of town when he was an infant. Herod was trying to kill him. People were trying to kill him.
Right.
And he was so poor, he used to walk around the earth with one sandal sometime. He didn't have two sandals. He would go into the desert. And I don't know if people have been in the desert before. I've been to the Sahara. I know what a desert like, how dry it is and parched. And he would go in and he'd come out of the desert and one of his students would bring him a cool glass of water. And Jesus would see a child thirsty, parched by the desert, say, no, give the glass of water to the child. It's called redemptive suffering. When black, and I ask us, think of black people when they're on the plantation. Don't think of us now. Think of being on the plantation and hearing this story.
Yeah.
Being treated the way you're being treated.
You can draw parallels and you can feel it.
Yes. And Christianity became something that we clung to.
That's right.
Because if we didn't have that, we might have just committed suicide. We might have just turned on each other. But because of this story, it was a crutch. It allowed us to live, hoping that one day things would be better if we just kept on keeping on.
Wow.
I'm talking about our ancestors on the plantation now.
Yes.
The pain that they must have felt. And so this religion, Dr. Amos Wilson, brilliant psychologist, tells us that a good organization solves its people's problems and meets its people's needs. And Christianity at that time solved our problems. and it met our needs.
Right.
And I thank Christianity for doing that, because many of us might not be here today had our ancestors not had the will to live.
Wow.
But here's the other piece to it. To continue to believe in a spiritual system that no longer solves your problems and meets your needs is like carrying the boat on your back after you cross the river.
Right. Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, the boat was very